Turn-based role-playing games are a distinct subgenre of RPGs, in which all battles occur not in real time but in a special turn-based mode. The essence of it lies in the fact that players and their opponents take turns, choosing different tactics and strategies for battles, rather than simply mindlessly destroying enemies. Often, such games turn out to be a blend with strategy elements. In this video, I will talk about the best recent turn-based RPG games, and I'll start with Gloomhaven. If you enjoy board games, you've probably heard of this game at least once. It's a turn-based tactical game where you play as a team of 2 or 4 mercenaries, each with their own set of 60 unique abilities. The gameplay allows 2 or 4 players to cooperatively explore a large world and engage in turn-based battles with the monsters that inhabit it. Players can hone their abilities, upgrade perks, and even create their own skill decks for specific locations. The combat system is also based on a card system, and in one turn, fighters can use 2 cards. Anomaly Collapse is a turn-based role-playing game that immerses players into a supernatural science fiction universe where a team of 3 brave warriors battles a horde of anomalous monsters threatening to destroy all life. The game was released on April 12, 2024, and I strongly recommend checking it out on the Steam page, the link to which is conveniently located in the video description below. Anomaly Collapse, developed by the talented team at Rocket Punch Games, the creators of Hardcore Mecha. In their new game, developers have merged turn-based strategy with elements of roguelike and a 1D grid battlefield, which implies minimal movement and maximum strategy. Thus, the game breathes new life into the classic formula, offering a fresh perspective on the genre. One of the main features of the game is an extensive collection of artifacts known as anomalies, each of which possesses unique active and passive abilities. Traveling through the vast in-game world, you will collect these anomalies and strategically use their power in decisive moments of battles, allowing you to change the outcome of conflicts. Experimenting with different combinations of anomalies is the key to developing the ultimate battle strategy. Throughout the journey in Anomaly Collapse, you will assemble a team of cute yet formidable furry warriors. Each warrior has their own classes and characteristics, making the composition of the team a critical decision. Each character has a unique set of skills, and you will have the opportunity to experiment with skill synergy, creating a dynamic and highly effective battle strategy. Currently, the developers of Anomaly Collapse are conducting an exclusive promotion, giving away exclusive Steam keys for the full version of the game. If you're as excited about this game as I am, simply visit the Anomaly Collapse page on Twitter to participate in the promotion. The link to the Twitter page is conveniently located in the video description below. Overall, the game certainly deserves attention, and I recommend it to all fans of strategies and tactical games. Darkest Dungeon 2, a continuation of the challenging roguelike game, offering a journey to dying lands. It's challenging because it takes into account not only the player's ability to think ahead and the synergy of hero skills, but also the flaws of the fighters, who can become stressed and lose their minds during battles. In the sequel, players can expect some innovations, including improved combat mechanics. Attention should also be paid to adventurers, each of whom has sins and dark moments from the past. The latter are revealed to users in sanctuaries. Additionally, players can unlock additional abilities and build an effective setup by replacing some perks. Wartales. It's a simulator of managing a band of mercenaries in the realms of a fictional medieval setting. Poverty, hunger, cruelty, wild beasts, and cunning people, all for fans of dark adventures. Developers offer broad role-playing opportunities and a vast world. The combat system is turn-based, allowing players to hone the skills of squad members. Equipment can also be upgraded with various materials. The game will undoubtedly appeal to fans of turn-based RPGs. The cooperative mode supports up to 4 players in one session. King Arthur, Knight's Tale. It's a hybrid of turn-based strategy and role-playing tactics set in a dark fantasy world. In the storyline, players take on the role of Mordred, a former enemy of King Arthur. Resurrected King Arthur now destroys Britain with dark magic, and players must stop him. To do this, they need to gather the Round Table and choose travel companions. There are 6 character classes with unique abilities and equipment available. Character progression is done through individual skill trees. It's worth noting that if one of the heroes dies, they cannot be brought back, so any mistake by the player can lead to dire consequences. Coromon, a project based on capturing creatures, training them, and engaging in exciting turn-based battles. The game was inspired by the Pokémon franchise. Here, players must also explore the world and form a team of unique monsters with various abilities. In this world, you can encounter over 100 different creatures with individual talents. Battles take place in a classic turn-based format typical of traditional JRPGs, requiring players' attention to detail. Each action by the ward consumes energy, so an imprudent choice of attacks can lead to defeat. Warhammer Battlesector, a turn-based strategy game focusing on tactics set in the Warhammer universe. Here, players take on the role of allies and must cleanse the surface of a captured planet from invaders or, conversely, try to hold on to territories. The turn-based gameplay is entirely dedicated to battles, where players control squads with over 60 abilities and 50 types of weapons. Each faction has unique mechanics for combining action chains to enhance abilities and obtain outstanding units. In multiplayer, 2 strategists traditionally participate as Tyranids or Blood Angels, including in split-screen mode. The Thaumaturge. The plot of this game focuses on battling demons in Warsaw at the beginning of the 20th century. Only special mages can deal with them, but possessing magical power entails various, often dangerous consequences. Here, players will encounter a branching storyline with complex moral dilemmas. It's also worth mentioning the unique investigation mechanic, which adds even more depth and variability to the gameplay. You'll be able to communicate with other characters, study their emotions and relationships, and then use this information to achieve your goals. Solasta, Crown of the Magister. It's a turn-based strategy game with elements of fantasy, role-playing tactics, and tabletop gaming, complete with dice and unit tokens. The game's action takes place in a shattered world ravaged by a terrible catastrophe. The most valuable things have been preserved, but are hidden in countless dark dungeons, where monsters have found refuge. For heroes, will have to get acquainted with the new masters of this world. The turn-based gameplay adheres to the rules of tabletop gaming. Participants create a hero and endow them with racial attributes, skills, and equipment, then roll virtual dice to progress through the location. The game continues the cult series and offers to venture into a new country torn apart by chaos. A legion seeks to seize power, and only the player, controlling a squad of professional mercenaries, can stop them. The main task is to control all the rebellious regions, but players can conduct independent operations and even create their own squads to seize power. The game delights with unique heroes, each with their own skills and biography, environment design, resource gathering mechanics, and engaging turn-based battles. The outcome of battles entirely depends on the player's skillful tactical choices. Marvel's Midnight Suns. Here, we take on the role of the Hunter, a character from the Marvel universe, whose appearance and abilities you determine yourself. The action unfolds in a separate, darker Marvel universe. Various Marvel heroes will come under the protagonist's command, each with unique abilities, attacks, and combos. Battles combine card play and tactical strategy. Players must play cards, utilize the environment, and use the fighter's abilities. Players will have to independently form a team and select abilities according to their preferences and play style. The Last Spell. It's a turn-based roguelike RPG with an emphasis on tactics, where humanity is on the brink of extinction. We must lead a squad of heroes and fight monsters to buy time for the last spell of the wizards, which is supposed to stop the mist that spawns the undead. The game offers turn-based battles, equipment management, fortress construction, and high replayability. Among the game's features are a wide choice of weapons, diverse items, skills, and the ability to create unique hero classes through builds. This game lets you take fate into your hands and play as a young legate whose father was brutally murdered, tasked with suppressing a rebellion organized by the Greeks. The game offers over 40 hours of storyline campaigns set in an alternative history across Europe and North Africa. Alongside the protagonist, there will be 5 more characters in the team, each with unique abilities. Together with them, players can expect tense turn-based battles, character leveling up, legion management, exploration, looting, and crafting. In short, everything you'd expect from a classic RPG. Griftlands, a roguelike with elements of card games and RPG, which offers us to choose one of the mercenaries and embark on conquering a dangerous pirate world. The game's distinguishing feature is the random generation of quests and events with each new playthrough. Only locations remain in place, done in a bright, drawn style. Gameplay revolves around traversing the world, interacting with characters, receiving quest tasks, and trading. The combat mechanics are borrowed from card battlers. As for the deck, it will change as you progress, replenishing with new cards. Phoenix Point. This is a turn-based strategy game from the creators of XCOM. In the storyline, Earth has been attacked, and now the only ones who can save humanity are you, commanding squads of a secret organization called Phoenix Point. The gameplay includes activities such as base building, exploring wastelands, managing resources, developing technologies, negotiating with other factions, and engaging in turn-based battles. The project includes a wealth of content and support for the Steam Workshop. Therefore, fans of turn-based strategies are sure to enjoy the game. That's all. Thank you for watching. The Image Game channel was with you. Have a good day.